Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Sweardan here. Welcome back to another Rocket League video, and in this time, we're going to be ranking all of the Rumble power-ups. So, most of you guys may know I am a Rumble Grand Champion. I don't want to talk about it, okay? It's probably not one of my favorite extra game modes, but I pushed through it, and I got GC in Rumble. So, I think in this video, I'm going to rank all of these power-ups. Now, it is going to be a lot different from all the other ranking videos that I've seen, because, listen, it's going to shock a lot of you, but I promise you, I hate most of these power-ups, and there's only two that I actually really enjoy. So make sure to stick around for number 1 and 2, especially number 1. It's a little interesting. But make sure to use code SWORDAN11 in the item shop, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below to get up to date on my newest Rocket League videos. Alright, so with the number 11 spot, we have Tornado. Okay? Not much good coming out of Tornado, in my opinion. I mean, yes, the ball goes flying, you can disrupt the net in front, stuff like that, but, like, honestly, I don't think it is the best power-up. I never had too much success with it, only to, you know, cause chaos in front of the net or make the ball go a little farther than it should. So, that's why I think Tornado deserves the number 11 spot, because I really didn't find much use to it. At the number 10 spot, we have the Disruptor, or as I call them, Hot Wheels, or I think a lot of people call them Hot Wheels, honestly, but the real name is actually called Disruptor, which I actually didn't know. I put this at the number 10 spot because it actually can be pretty useful. If, like, a guy is setting up a net or something and is ready to save a shot, and you put that Disruptor on, it's over. Like, he can't stop. So that's why I put it at the number 10 spot, because I actually think it's kind of useful. At the number 9 spot, we do have Swapper. Again, another one where it's like, it's there, you know, it's not like the most useful power-up, but it can be very useful, especially when you have like one guy in net and then you swap when your teammate's on a breakaway with spikes or something. So it actually can be really useful at times, just like the Disruptor. Now I think Swapper is a little bit more useful because it can go farther. Like, you could be on one side of the field and swap all the way on the other side. I don't think you can do that with Disruptor, so that's why I put it at the number 9 spot. At the number 8 spot, and a lot of people are going to be mad about this one, okay? I have absolutely hated this power-up from the start. People love this power-up all the time. I hate it with a burning passion. So at the number 8 spot, we have the Plunger. I know, I'm just going to take a minute to read all the comments, the futuristic comments that I'm seeing right now. How can you put the Plunger in number 8? I hate the Plunger. Every time I need it, it's not in range. I don't know what happened. I think they shortened the range or something, because like there have been so many times that like the ball is in front of our net and I'm like, I got it. Like, I'll plunge it out and no, I'm out of range. Or I'm in their net and the ball is literally right behind me and I can't plunge it out or plunge it in the net. Like, that's why it's at the number 8 spot, because I just can't stand it. Okay, it's useful at times when used right. Maybe I'm just bad. Okay, I do hate Rumble with a burning passion, but I still hate that Plunger because there's been so many times where I've gotten screwed over by that thing. So at the number 8 spot, we have the Plunger. At the number 7 spot, and this is going to be shocking again for a lot of people, we have the Freeze power-up. I love this power-up, okay? There's been so many times where I've loved the Freeze power-up. Like, it's in front of their net, and I freeze it, my teammate comes in and scores an easy goal. It literally throws off. It breaks a bunch of axles in-game. It's amazing. I love the Freeze. It also gets rid of spikes. When the player has spikes and you freeze it, it goes off. A great defensive power-up. You know, a great defensive power-up to use against spikes, and also a lot of other power-ups. And again, if it's hovering above their net and you need a teammate who can aerial, boom, freeze the ball, scores down low, easy goal. Or if it's in the defensive zone, you freeze it at like a very high point, nobody's getting it. Just saying. So that is why that deserves the number 7 spot, Freeze. At the number 6 spot, we have Magnet. Now, actually, I did hear a lot of people really don't like Magnet, but personally, if you're in the air, or if the ball is close to you, it's OP. It is absolutely ridiculous, like, especially if you're in the air. It's more useful in the air, so if you have Magnet, definitely get in the air. So, honestly, that's why I think it deserves the number 6 spot, because it can be very, very useful, especially, like I said, on the air. If you're on the ground and the ball is close to you, just jump. The ball will carry with you. Pretty cool. That's why it's at the number 6 spot. Not much to say about Magnet other than that. At the number 5 spot, and again, a lot of people might not be happy about this one, but we do have the Boot power-up. I love this power-up. Okay, well, hold on. Let me take that back. When it's against me and I'm getting booted like 16 times a game by that thing, and like I have a perfect lined up shot and it boots, Oh, oh, so much rage comes from that thing. But when I have it, it is the greatest thing in the world. Okay, it's the funniest thing in the world. You're going on a 1v1 situation, or you have a clear shot, and there's a goalie in net. Boot, power up, kicks him out of the way. There's no chance of saving it. Like, and especially when the player has spikes in the air, if he's jumping in the air, boot that thing and he's going flying the other way. Great defensive power up, as well as probably a very great offensive power up, like I said, especially if you're on a 1v1 situation, or if you have no boost and that player's going to beat you and he's last one back, boom. Boot him out of the way, wide open net, goal. Just saying. So that's why the boot deserves the number 5 spot. At the number 4 spot, and here we go. This is it. At the number 4 spot, we have spikes. Okay? There's a lot of pluses. There's also, I think, way more minuses on the spikes than any other. Okay? I've not had good encounters with spikes. I mean, granted, I've scored a lot of goals with spikes. Don't get me wrong. But, like, I don't know. I just don't think it is the best power-up in Rumble. It'll get the job done, but just saying. Like, it's not... If I have spikes, I'm either using it right away to get rid of it because I don't like it, or it's right... The ball has to land right in front of me at that second, or else I'm not using it. That's just how it goes. If you use it in the air... I recommend not because, like I said, you have the boot. You got a bunch of other power-ups that can get you out of the air. So kind of stay on the ground for that one. That's one thing that I did learn with spikes. But, you know, spikes isn't my go-to power-up. You'll see my top 3 in just a second. Okay, at the number 3 spot, we have Haymaker, the punch. I mean, I always call it the punch. I didn't know Haymaker was the actual word. Again, another one. I've never actually looked up these power-ups. I just call them what I call them. But yeah, we have the punch. Love this thing. Absolutely great. Okay, it's not good against spikes. It's not as good, only if they're in the air, really, but still, it kind of doesn't move them. But great for getting the ball out of your zone, or if the ball is right in front of their net, punch. Boom. Throws them off completely. Also, another great thing that I've learned about the Haymaker / punch is that if you hit the ball, and the ball is, like, going straight down or something, punch that thing. Because that thing will, like, oh, it'll go really fast, and it'll just throw everybody off in the lobby, so that's why I really like the Haymaker. At the number 2 spot, and this was actually really, really hard for me to decide, but at the number 2 spot, I decided to go with the grapple. No complaints about the grapple. Absolutely none. Great for spikes, great for clearing the ball, great for saving the ball. There are so many pluses to that grapple power-up. It's just beyond ridiculous, okay? One of my favorite power-ups against mostly defense on this part. But yeah, definitely great for getting the ball out of the zone. Great for scoring. Also getting a couple, you know, you don't get really many goals with the grapple, but you can get lucky here and there. But if you use it correctly, that grapple, baby, whew, gets rid of spikes. Great defensive clear. And like I said, possibly a shot on net. So that's why the number 2, like I said, that was a little hard to decide whether I want this to be number 1 or number 2. But for the number 1 spot, we have the power hitter. I love the power hitter. I've always called it the boom. In, you know, a lot of my videos, you'll probably hear me say the boom. I call it the boom because it booms the ball as fast as possible. And if you get that ball on net, they're not stopping it. I've had maybe 2 people save the ball, okay? One of my favorite power-ups is definitely the power hitter. Holy crap, that thing goes flying. Like, outside the map, it could go, like... I think the fastest I've hit it was like 119 miles per hour. I don't know in kilometers per hour. I'm sorry. But like, if you get that ball on net, they're not saving it. Also, it's great for clears. It demos everybody in sight. You can demo 3 people without moving an inch. That's how strong this thing is. So that's why it's one of my favorite power-ups. I've had over like maybe 100 plus goals with this thing. And it's great for offense and defense. And it's just an all-around the best power-up in my opinion. So I know. That was a really weird list, especially putting the power hitter at the number 1 spot and Grappler at number 2 and Haymaker at number 3. That just doesn't make sense, you know? I put spikes out of the top 3. I don't like spikes. But yeah, I know that was a really interesting list, but I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, and remember, this is just my opinion, so please don't get too mad in the comments. Also, I mean, you can get mad in the comments, but you know, just don't attack me. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next episode.